Hello, and good evening, and welcome, of course. Let's get another solo challenge in. I think we haven't played Hellas very much recently, so let's see about that. Tharsis, I think we've played Valley Trust many times recently. Let's have a look if Tharsis has anything to play with for us. Not really in our preludes, like not really any cities and stuff, but it's not so bad. Like you could grab the smelting plant. I kind of like the orbital construction as well, but the smelting plant gives you a couple of things that I like. Like the fact that this energy is here, we have the shipyard, we have a couple of Jovian things lined up, and satellites. Makes me really want to go this way. But getting 2 oxygen is very powerful as well if we want to play that Jovian card. I don't think that Tharsis is the end-all be-all on this map right now, but I think that this is an interesting enough start that I'm willing to get jiggy with it. Let's go grab a titanium. And look, Methane from Titan is already playable, though we are going to get the Vesta Shipyard first instead. I much rather have that extra bit of income. And then with this, we can't get another titanium. We could get a card. I kind of like the idea of being beside this water feature up here. It's less flexible, but I'm still okay with it. And now we have 2 plants. That's kind of fine. Mining is good. Industrial center could be good. I have 2 space tags already. I don't have enough to get too much more. I kind of like the idea of the industrial center. I just don't know that we'll be using it. Is there any, like, placement bonus that's very valuable? Not really. Other than getting here, but... Let's live and let die here. Go get this mining rights. We'll go grab titanium with it. We'll take that titanium. We'll turn it into more titanium. And even though in the future we might get another space tag, let's get some tempo and get up to 9 income. I think that is, like, really good. Terraforming Ganymede, Electro Catapult, both of which I do respect. We don't have any steel production, so Electro Catapult is a little bit poo, but it's fine. It's fine. We have enough plants right now. We're gonna go for the Electro Catapult first, and then we'll have one more turn of our titanium building up, right? 3 titanium per turn, and then we'll throw that into. Oh no! I'm still in my streamer mode here. 1 second. I'm so sorry, gang. You guys had, how bad was that view? That view was awful. You couldn't see all the cards. You couldn't see the generation. I know that we're only 3 minutes in, but, like, holy jeez, the tight, from the emulator. Anyways, let's look. Urbanized area is actually, like, as Tharsis, the fact that this is 3 income and 3 money back really gets me. I'd like 1 point animals, but we're already going for a Jovian multiplier. That's enough points for my blood. We didn't have an amazing start. Mass Converter is pretty ambitious. We only have 1 science tag played and 1 more in hand, but it's such a powerful card that it's almost always worth taking, like, the risk of picking up that card with the expectation that you'll be able to turn it around. If we play Methane from Titan, we still have enough for fusion, and we still have enough for an urbanized area, and that's just beautiful. And we still have lots of money, so there's no opportunity cost because we have so much money left over. The oxygen, we haven't really terraformed much of the planet, but now, look, we finally have some cards to help push along that. All of this is worthwhile. We have no oceans, so having the ability to get oceans, very, very poggy. We're selling plants, which isn't amazing, but this is another plant income right here. So I think you take the plant income, I think you take the terraforming, I think you take the titanium. Since we are going down this Jovian path, we know we have several things that could use the titanium in the future, or at least one, but probably more. And, oh, I forgot to mention that I have the blanket of power on, so we're probably likely to get a very good run here. I mean, like, yes, all very good. I'm going to leave this 1-point card behind, though, so that we can focus and get the strip mine down this turn. But we do have the ability to sell another plant, so it's not so bad. But the strip mine first, that'll enable the mole hole even stronger next in the future. And then because we sold that plant, we were able to afford a lichen, which means that we now have 1 plant production. Very, very fortunate trade. We have 8 heat production at this point. No energy, but that's fine. We have another card in hand that can let us bring our heat production even higher. I don't want to go for Ox Gang stuff. I think with 4 plant income, we should be good. And we're also playing as Tharsis, so like realistically, our winning strategy should involve us getting cities. Like, we should get some cities. So I'm just wondering, like, part of me wants to play the aquifer pumping just so I can put an ocean down here, just so that I can place my greenery and get an adjacency. But we can put the greenery down without an adjacency, and that's fine. We've got a comet. That's helpful. Let's still take a moment and put up our productions here of heat. We actually have so much titanium that I can play this without even like flinching. We still have 5 titanium left over. That's amazing because it also gave us the heat bump. And bam, another plant tag played. If we get nitrite rich asteroid or whatever, like, that would absolutely get us into the stratosphere here. Cheap cities. We can't actually play natural preserve. Part of me I'm going to grab Bribe Committee. I would not normally play Bribe Committee, but we score 3 things on this channel for fun. We always try and win the game, so terraform all 3 metrics all the way. We try and get over 100 points. If you have less than 100 points and you terraform the whole game, great. You could have done that with standard projects. We want to go for a little bit better than that, and 100 is like a threshold of actually pushing to score points as opposed to just playing to win the game, which if you don't take risks, it's easy. Well, once you know what to do, once you've played 100 million games like I have, you can probably just repeat a winning formula. But I also, as a third, like to get 63 TR, so we can win the 63 TR mode as well. And this pick of Bribe Committee is purely serving that, because realistically we have no discount on it, so we're getting $10 to get 2 TR and no points because the points in the TR cancels out. And the income is $2 for Gen 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to spend $10 to get $10 today to get $8 of benefit over the course of the game. And that's just bad. That's just bad. Yes, over the course of the game, we only lose $2, but we're losing the ability to play cards early that may have been better to play. So, you know, it's actually even worse than that. Though in the same, and we're not even netting any points. Like, small animals, yes, it cost me $6, but at least I get something out of it. We have no energy right now. That's like the biggest thing that I'm not liking. We are gonna start getting some oceans, thankfully. And like for now, we can just put that here. It's fine. Yeah, we have 10 titanium. It would be fantastic if that mattered. And we only have 3 science tags after playing this. We'll get an early small animals. I don't hate it. It's $6. We have standard technology, so I'm okay playing the small animals knowing that we have that. Now, a little bit of energy, that's not so bad. Ecological zone is so good. Like, it really is. But I'm doubling down on, I have standard technology for anything that isn't Jovians. Right? Like, so we play this. And even this, actually, because I have standard technology, buying an energy for 5, well, I had to buy the card, so it didn't actually help us all that much. There isn't a great place to put this Cupola City down. I think I want to go over here just for a couple of plants, but going here for some steel also kind of cool. We need how many oceans? We need quite a few. Part of me wants to standard project the ocean just to get the greenery, just to get the heat bump. That, or buy the Cupola. I think I'm gonna... No, we have such cheap oceans. And we've already got... Yeah. So we're gonna buy Cupola, and we're gonna buy it over here for the tempo. And then we're gonna place this greenery there, because that's just a fantastic spot. We'll get our point, and at this point... We're just facing some really, like, severe unluckiness that we have nothing to spend this titanium on. Obviously, when you go deep into the titanium strategy, that can happen. But imagine, like, if you didn't get screwed over on having nothing to spend your titanium on, then that's how you get a big scoring game that everybody goes, wow, so good, so cool. But instead, we're just sitting here kind of waiting for cards to show up that might be helpful. And, like, Phobos Space Haven, not a particularly great card, but we'll overspend in titanium and still have 9 titanium left. Like, that's the insanity of kind of where we are right now. I actually wish I had put that ocean here, because then I could have gone for that card without regret. We'll go there. We still need quite a few heat bumps. It's only Gen 10. We could standard project quite a bit right now. We'll just do a couple of heat bumps to get us in the zone. You know what? 2 more, really? No. This is fine. Just a couple of heat bumps, just to stabilize. The nuke is cool. The university is whatever. We're going to buy cards to make sure that we have cards to cycle now that we got the university, Mars University. I don't really think it was that necessary because we had underground detonations, but money is not something that we are struggling with right now. All right, let's talk about, like, this ocean is nice and cheap. We'll get 1 next turn and 1 from here. That gets us to 7. We have, like, several heat bumps. I'm going to take the nuke and I'm going to drop it down here. And that'll get us another placement. And that's kind of cool. And that got us another placement. If I get 3 heat, then that's enough to get all the heat bumps we need this game. Good to know. And then, yeah, I guess, like, we have cities, so it's just standard project greenery time. Oh, I should have standard project greenery for the card first. I mean, space station, love it or list it. I'm gonna love it. We'll probably end up buying a city here. Hard to say that wouldn't be a good idea. But yeah, like, at this point, we've just kind of won a turn early. We'll even buy the standard project city. I mean, we're fine. Like, we have all this money, all this income. We really came out the gate swinging with Tharsis. There's the last 2 oceans. We can use our titanium to do it. I should have grabbed that points card earlier. The one I was like, I already have the Jovians. Let's not worry about it. I didn't expect us to have so much titanium and just nothing to do with it. You know, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. And unfortunately, like, the neutral cities are in quite the locations. We only got 4 science tags, unfortunately, so we never got to this. We never got to do more card cycling. But there's the heat done. Like, we timed everything perfectly. Arguably, we should build a city here, and then we can build a double adjacency greenery. And then it's just greenery spam, right? I mean, look, this is still a really good card. I mean, this is our 4th Jovian. So it's going to be 4 TR and 2 points. So for a bunch of titanium I'm not using, we still got 6 points out of it. Like, that's lovely. We also got to 62 TR, which is really sad because normally you can buy buffer gas to buy 1 TR to get to 63 if you're playing the 63 TR mode. But because we're not actually playing on 63 TR, I have no way of actually getting that last one. So we had such a strong run here just because we got stuff like standard technology. You can really like feel its presence in this run. Where like really we just terraformed. We terraformed good. We got some good scalers. We had so much titanium investment that never came to fruition, but we just hit the ground running. We scored, terraformed the whole planet, scored over 100 points, almost got to 110. Easily could have been more if we had just gotten some cards worth playing. But sometimes you just go through the drafts and nothing comes up. And then finally, yeah, the 63 TR, we weren't able to do it because we couldn't buy a buffer gas. I mean, to be fair, we bought 2 greeneries at the end here, so we would have bought 1 fewer greenery to buy that buffer gas, and instead of getting 2 points, we would have got 1. So this would have come up by 1 value, and this would have come down by 1. So I would have done that trade for sure, because then we could have had the golden trifecta. Everyone would have loved that, but sometimes you don't have the luck, and that's fine. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.